Right, what I'm going to be displaying to you very quickly, for those of you who have obviously found this video, is how to plug in speakers, external speakers, to the Yamaha DTX electronic system, but with a couple little additional things. I want to be able to listen to the song that I'm learning to play at the same time as playing. So I'm going to need to make use of the drum, as well as the use of the speakers and the source of where the music's going to be coming from, and then literally just try and work with it in that way. So the way I'm going to show you now is the best practice, what you should essentially always do. So what we've started with is I've obviously plugged in the power for both units. They're currently both off at this time. Best thing that I usually start implementing is setting up everything in a way that will restrict any feedback, noise, whatever may come. So the source today of the music is going to be from the simple BlackBerry. As you notice, I've got a auxiliary cable. It's basically a point-to-point cable. Both have the same end bits, as you can tell, and this is going to be used to go into the auxiliary in on the DTX trigger module. So if we just come and have a look over here, the auxiliary in for the trigger module is right over there. So I'm going to quickly plug it in. Right, so now we're plugged in with that. Now we simply plug this into your earphone jack on the cell phone. Right, now that we've got that done, you can leave the phone where it is for now. I now want to turn on the Yamaha. First thing always is make sure that your volume level, right, which is displayed over here, is always to its lowest setting. All right, and for me that means turning this this little knot right over to the left. That's going to basically pass through very or no sound. Okay, so you don't want to have to blow in your equipment by accident. Right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the DTX module. So just a quick flick of the switch, DTX pops up, and we're in power. Right, I'm going to be utilizing a user kit that I've created for myself, just for some of the rock music that I will be playing. Right, at this stage right now, nothing's really going to happen if I turn the volume up or anything at all, because I haven't even worked with the speakers yet. So taking the speakers, this is a simple set of speakers. It's got a built-in amp. It has an auxiliary cable. I've just attached obviously the bigger connector for it. Right, so that connection is now going to go into the earphone jack. Right, with it being in the earphone jack, now I can turn on the speakers, also turn the volume all the way down to 0. Right, so it's at its lowest setting possible. Right, so as you can see, that's as low as I can go, and power it on. Right, so now that I've got it powered on, there's one more thing I have to do with the speakers. They're automatically set to start trying to play any form of signal it's getting, as it's got an aerial. So if I turn this up, you'll notice it's just static. Alright, there's an input switch. Okay, I'm just going to tap that input switch once. Right, now it's expecting input. Right, so the speaker is now on, it's connected. If we turn it up a little bit, and if we were to go to the kit now and start hitting the kit, you will notice that nothing's going to come through. Right, or dead. Reason why is because of our volume. Right, so I'm going to slowly turn the volume up, and then we're going to test it as we do that. So right, I'll get a bit closer for you. Right, nice and easy. Okay, now we've basically got everything we need. Cell phone is on, so all we're going to do very quickly, I'm not going to be playing anything. I'm just going to get a song, and I'll play the song that I will be recording shortly, as soon as I've got it down. Ideal, what I'm going to be doing here is you're able to control how loud you want the music from the cell phone to be compared to the drum. Now, the higher you turn the drum volume, obviously the louder the drum kit will become. And because your cell phone or your MP3 player has a volume button of its own, you're able to adjust how much of that volume you want to actually hear. For learning and all of that, you'd want to try and keep it on an even keel so that you can hear what you're doing, whilst being able to play along with it. And then as you start becoming more and more familiar with the song and for what you're trying to do, I would then recommend that you try and turn the song down as much as you can and just get your drum beats coming in when necessary. So the test here is to play through the cell phone as well as the drum kit on an external speaker connected to the DXT500 trigger. Right, so here we go. Very simple. I just select the track that I want to play. And as you can hear, that's the beginning of the song. Right, and I'm just going to hit some pads here, nothing too crazy, just so you can hear the feedback from the drum kit in relation. Now, like I said, if I want the drums to be louder, I just simply turn the volume up on the trigger module. Bearing in mind it turns the volume up across the board, okay? And now what I'm able to do is turn the volume down from the cell phone, right? You'll notice the volume's gone down. You can still hear it in the background, but nice and easy. Alright, so for those of you starting off, I hope this is of use. I'll be in touch soon. And rock on.